is good? Welcome in, everybody. It's Breaking Bet here on this Sunday, week 8, October 26th. Birthday officially passed. This is my first show in the new year, and I got my guy Brad Thomas with me as always. Brad, fresh dew, fresh creamsicle jersey. What's the haps, big dog?
Man, chilling, dude. Chilling, bro. Freaking woke up early, bet some soccer. I was sweating my freaking tits off watching that Alabama game. They pulled it off. Freaking sliced my finger. So I'm on the IR, on the finger IR, man. Cutting up some chicken. So it's been a hell of a weekend, and it's only Sunday, man.
Yeah, I'd say so. I woke up early and went to the diner. I got some good diner food, so we're locked in, ready to go. All right, so Brad, there hasn't been a ton of movement on these games here, but let's start down in Carolina, where the Bills are 7.5-point favorite, and Carolina, who's going to be starting Andy Dalton. It's been going on between 7.5 on this line here. Is this too many points, or do you think Buffalo coming out of a bye is going to beat that ass?
Man, I feel like Buffalo coming out of a bye has got to be pretty strong, right? Like Buffalo Bills have, first of all, started to suffer some injury issues, right? And then second of all, like they're a team defensively that needed to figure some things out. And sometimes the best thing you could do is go on your bye week and kind of crank things out. I know that people are going to say Andy Dalton's an improvement, but he's 1-5 for the Panthers as under center, like in his last two seasons. It's not like we're going out there in the Atlanta situation where they have Kirk Cousins coming in for Michael Penix. I think Andy Dalton's a significant downgrade. People might not believe it, but I believe it. A lot less mobile in the pocket too for when the pocket breaks down.
I mean, look, Carolina's had some impressive wins here. Somehow this is a team that's not in the abyss right now. But they've also had some really bad losses. Smacked in Jacksonville, smacked in New England. They smacked Atlanta. They found a way to get Dallas. They came back against Miami. They haven't played a team of Buffalo's caliber yet. And we know Buffalo's been struggling, right? Like, this is not the same team that we expected coming into the year, the team that we've seen, in recent seasons. This is an organization that's going through growing pains. The defense is a mess. The secondary we knew was going to be bad coming into the year, and it has been. And Josh Allen has got to do, it feels like, even more this year than in years past. Like, he's not getting a lot of help from other players. The supporting cast is weak, and it just doesn't seem like they're utilizing James Cook as much. So I think ultimately that's sort of the thesis of why Buffalo has been going through some of these odd situational ups and downs. But I mean, look, Andy Dalton spot start, Tet McMillan. This might be a Tet McMillan game. Can Andy Dalton do what Bryce Young can't? And that's get Tet McMillan the rock. So I feel like Tet McMillan will be going for a 100 piece every week if he had a competent quarterback. This dude's been raw dogging corners, bro. He's been getting open at will. Even when he's not open, he's open. Go up and triple cover and he'll get it. But I'll be honest, man. I think even on the road, I think this is a Buffalo spot, 7.5 off the bye. I know it's 7 and a hook, and a lot of times that's hard to cover, especially on the road. And what we're seeing right now, Brad, is there could be a little movement down to 7, because if you're taking Carolina with the spread, it's minus 120. But I feel like we're getting there. Maybe I give this a few more hours right before kickoff to see if we've gotten the 7. But I think I still like Buffalo with the 7.5.
Yeah, I like Buffalo with the 7.5. I also like James Cook in this. Like, James Cook is not a pretty bet to take, right? Like, but he's gone over in four of his last 6 games, right there. And what's funny is, like, there was a couple games that the last game he didn't go over was against New England, and that game was like really sketchy. And then against Atlanta, he probably shouldn't have gone over, but they made a concerted effort to get him the rock. And when they did, they were actually able to move the ball down the field. I think that Joe Brady, even though he loves to throw the ball, I think he's going to know that you have to win this game by leaning on the Carolina Panthers defensive line. You have to have your offensive line assert their dominance. That will get the pass game going. You can't do it backwards. Like what they did early in that Atlanta game was backwards. They tried to throw the ball. You want to quiet the pass rush. You don't want them to pin their ears back. You want to be able to pick up 4-5 yards on first down to make second and third down more manageable, so they just can't pin their ear backs and know it's predictable pass. So I like James Cook over 71.5 rushing yards. You can get a 70.5, but I actually not sending it over to my plug to get that bet in for me, so I'm just going to bet it on my side.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because Carolina, against the run, they've been a lot better. Like this is a team
that's EPA against the run, but I kind of assumed you would say that. But let's think about the teams and the
you
running back.
assumed I'd say that, you asshole?
Very nice. Because I listen, the Panthers, who they've played outside of Javonte Williams, that really gives you a threat, right? They played against an anemic Jets team and Breece Hall. They did really well against Javonte. Then they played against Devon Achane in the Dolphins, Patriots and Ramondre Stevens. Falcons, they were already up so big they couldn't run, even though Bijan still ripped off 70+. They played against the Cardinals and James Conner. They're still figuring their stuff out. Boom. Then they played against the Jaguars, gave up over 100 to the rushing game. I think that their numbers are a little bit predicated on situational spots, like against the Falcons, and then teams that have just struggled to run the ball effectively.
Maybe. Yeah, might be right. I mean, I
think that the volume's going to be there, right? Like, he's a guy who needs volume. If the volume stays there, he's going to do well. And then I thought his number would be like 78.5. I think it's around what it opened. I probably would have been more amped if like it was 78, it got bet up to 80, then bet the under. But at 70.5, 71.5, I'm going to take the over. I think it's around 75 is where he sits.
Yeah, the do factor maybe.
I mean, he went over last game. I don't think he should have. I think his line was 70.5 that game as well.
So, all right, I'm looking at Kincaid here. It's National Tight Ends Day. I brought this up last week. I said, hey, be ready. I told you guys, because this is something that can, fall by the wayside. But be ready for next week. It's National Tight Ends Day. Everybody is going to be on tight end tutties, parlays, yards, catches, everything tight ends. It's a holiday. It is basically a fucking holiday at this point. But I'm not even talking about it for National Tight Ends. I think it's a flat-out good play considering the matchup. Dalton Kincaid, 39.5 receiving Bradford. I think that's an over. I think Kincaid could have a 50 or 60-yard day. I think he get in the end zone. He's going against a Carolina defense that has not been good against this position. They've given up the fourth most receiving yards to tight ends. They've given up their top 10 in giving up catches to tight ends. I think Dalton Kincaid's going to have to be a big part of it. I feel like with the injuries to Kincaid in and out of the lineup, that's kind of that's been one of the hindrances for Buffalo's offense. Because Kincaid does a lot of different things. He creates matchup issues. He stretches the field. He gets everybody else involved. So I think Kincaid getting over 39.5 is fair game in this one. I mean, look, could Buffalo boat race them? Absolutely. But given the matchup and the low number, Kincaid can get this in one drive, bro.
He's probably going to get 15 in the first quarter. The Buffalo Bills really love to target their tight ends in the first quarter. It's kind of how they establish the game. Go in 12 personnel, throw the ball short, and kind of get it going. It happened last game too. It happened game before that and the game before that, if you were interested.
So he's also 220 to score today. I like that.
That's how funny this is. The books knew this was going to happen. I just had to look what Dalton Kincaid's first quarter receiving numbers were. 7.5. They knew. That's hilarious. That is a really high receiving number for the first quarter for a tight end. Holy crap.
Ted McMillan, 190, pretty solid. Well, 190 to get him for Ted. All right, we spent a lot of time on this game. Let's keep it moving here. Jets, Bengals, 6.5. Justin Fields was the starter. Then he got benched for Tyrod. Now Tyrod's hurt, and Justin Fields is once again the starter. Cincinnati and the New York Jets. Brad, would you know it? They, in response to National Tight End Day, are the two defenses that give up the most touchdowns to tight
Yep.
ends this year. So if you're looking at a tight end to score, this is the matchup to do it. But I haven't taken a look, but maybe some money's coming in on the Jets to cover this number. What's your feeling on Cincinnati against a New York offense that is just Cuck Nation, president of Cuck Nation?
I think the Bengals probably would have wanted this game to stick with Tyrod as the quarterback because not that I think Justin Fields is that much better than Tyrod. We talked about the Tyrod numbers being one of the worst quarterbacks in yards per pass attempt, EPA per pass, and also, I think you're getting a little bit of a chip on the shoulder for Justin Fields, right? Against a pretty bad defense. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we see Justin Fields have 80 rushing yards, right? Like he's gonna do everything in his power to kind of dominate in this game. His number set at 41.5, rush attempts set at 8.5. Man, but 5.5 is such a big number. What did this line open at? The line opened around
6.5, right?
6.5, right? It makes sense. I just feel like I'm not there on the Bengals defense. The Bengals offense has looked so much better with young Flacco back there, Joe Flacco. They've been able to get the ball to their wide receivers. T. Higgins is actually eating and having fun. Jamar Chase has been a stud as always. But the Jets suck, man.
It's a Royal Mint spot. Oh, I just looked on DK. This is a Royal Mint spot. It's a full point difference.
The Jets are so bad.
Damn, it was a Royal Mint spot. Oh, wow. Maybe. I think the Bengals are going to win. But I do agree. At some point, like, are the Jets going to show up? They're 0-7. And I agree. I don't think Justin Fields is bad. I just think it's not a coincidence that as soon as Garrett Wilson got hurt, his only viable receiving threat, that's when the passing numbers started to decline. Like, everyone saying, "Oh, he sucks." Well, the attitude after the first 3 or 4 games, oh no, like, Fields is actually pretty good. Fields is doing really well, but he has no, bro. And granted, like, some of it was garbage time, but he doesn't have anybody to throw to. His number one is Mason Taylor.
Yeah, it's tough.
What are we doing? Like, we can sit here and shit on Justin Fields, but the truth is he has nobody to throw to. Nobody. Who was his number one? Alan Lazard. Like, come on, man. We can sit here and play that game all day. Now, obviously, the Jets defense is still pretty solid overall. Like, it's a defense that can still make things happen. But I'll say this. If the Jets defense can hold down Cincy's explosive offense to the point where this game stays relatively neutral, then I think the Jets have a chance here. Because this is not a New York team that's not going to be able to play from behind. They got to make sure they can keep the run involved. So, that's probably where I'd look. But I have Cincinnati money line in a parlay that I placed this morning. I do agree. It's if I was Cincy, I'd much rather be facing Tyrod than Justin Fields.
Yep.
What's your feel with the rushing yards? Like, you think Fields is good to 80? There's 44.5 out there right now.
I think he crushes it. But this is a hard game because the Bengals haven't played a mobile quarterback yet. So I don't know if it's like they're going to be good against running quarterbacks. They're going to be bad. His number opened at 34.5. I think he has an explosive day on the ground. I just feel like a team who allows a lot of explosives. You have to remember, like, the QB run game is eerily similar to the running back run game. Typically, when teams are bad against the run, it's on both fronts, against quarterbacks and against running backs. Cincinnati Bengals allowed the second or third most explosive runs to running backs. I think Justin Fields is going to have one of those 25-yard runs, and then you get to 40, you're pretty good. And, like, we have to, like, be kind of, like, serious. Like, the teams that Justin Fields struggled against and didn't go over his rushing prop were all good D lines, and the Bengals just don't have that. I think 42.5 is a good number.
Yeah, look, man, I agree. I absolutely agree. I think Fields can have a big day here. Cincinnati, it's now interesting.
I'm gonna take it.
Are you taking any of the tight ends to score? Fant, Taylor?
I took Fant. I just can't, like, I just don't trust this freaking the defense of, the offense of the Jets to go with Mason Taylor, right? Maybe I do like a little parlay on both of them to score, just just for shits and giggles, but it's not like I wouldn't say there's anything remotely EV about it.
We got a nice little parlay we can partake in today. I'll save it for the end. All right. Chicago, Baltimore. This is pure manipulation. This is why people get mad. All week it was, well, we don't know if Lamar's playing. Kudos to you, because when we did our show on Tuesday, I'm gonna take the Bears 6.5. I'm gonna lock that in. Because if Lamar plays, this line might go up a bit, but if he doesn't play, then we're gonna see a big drop. And lo and behold, that's what it is.
Yep.
So good on you. I didn't take it because I didn't love it enough to take it. But now all of a sudden, Lamar's practicing all week. Looks like he's going to play. And by the way, I wasn't sure he was going to play. I said it on Tuesday because they got to turn around on Thursday and go to Miami, which I should be going to that game, by the way. So I wasn't sure that they were going to rush him back.
Yeah.
He's practicing all week, taking snaps with the first team. And then they just announced yesterday, oh, Lamar's not going to play. It's going to be Snoop Huntley. Like, the line goes from 6.5 to 7.5. Now it's back down to, then it was 1.5. Now it's 2.5. So clear manipulation. Like, Lamar's practicing all week and then they announce he's not going to play. That has huge implications on the line. That's, aside from gambling aside, that's malpractice by the Ravens. Like, isn't that against the rules?
It is against the rules.
Injury report manipulation. That's like,
they're going to get a fine. There's no way they don't get a fine.
Yeah. So anyway, that really is why it's just John Harbaugh sucks. Fuck him. But in any case, the Bears are 2.5-point dogs now at Baltimore, starting Snoop Huntley. Their secondary is a mess with these injuries. Do you think the Ravens can win this game with Snoop, or is this a Chicago spot?
I absolutely think they can win this game with Snoop. I think it's a game where they need to establish the run early, right? Like, this is a Bears team that they can be got, right? They're not great against the run. They're not bad. Like, and I'm going to be honest, they're not bad. And then in the second level, they're not great either. It's a team that's drastically different defensively than they were a couple of years ago. But I do worry because we keep talking about everything that we talk about with the Bears. I mean, with the Ravens is like, Lamar's not playing, but they're more than just Lamar. Their issues defensively have been really porous. Baltimore Ravens are 28th or 29th or worse in basically every advanced metric defensively. That's not going to get it done. But I will add this. This could be another game where we get excited about betting Kyle Monangai stuff because DeAndre Swift is banged up still. I don't know how he ran the ball so many times being banged up. But Kyle Monangai his over is 27.5. And I know he's going to get like 8 carries in that game, 10 carries. Like,
I think Monangai doesn't even have rush attempts out on FanDuel right now.
Yeah, so I doubt they'd put him out. Like, I think they're trying to be pretty protective. Like, they want to be pretty protective. So
Monangai's my boy. Yeah, I mean, look, man, I got to be honest. I don't love this slate this week. I think this is probably one of the worst slates that we've had. So I don't have like a strong opinion on a lot of these games. This is probably a week where I'd go a little bit heavier on the props. But now with Lamar out, I don't know, maybe just a little bit more on the props. I'm not really feeling this one. I think I'd probably lean Chicago with the spread, but it's not really that strong of an opinion. Like I said, this is more of a prop week for me.
Yeah.
Cleveland at New England. This is held firm at 7 all week. Brad, this is probably one of my plays that I really like this week, spread wise. I like New England here. I think, and I don't know, we had our show on Tuesday, and we've had all week to really consider this and think about it. But I felt like Cleveland is in a major sell high spot. I think they had a good week last week against a walking corpse in a tsunami. Defense played good. They scored a lot of points. Hey, maybe Cleveland's coming around. Judkins went nuts. Okay. But now you're actually going to a team that's fundamentally pretty good in New England. Like, I don't think New England's as good as maybe their record suggests. I don't think they're like championship level, but I think they're building.
Yeah.
They're getting there. Drake May each week looks like he's getting better. We said it on Tuesday. In my opinion, there's one way for Cleveland to hang in this game. D-line causes havoc, and Judkins has a big game. There's a lot more ways, in my opinion, for New England to get up with a big lead than there is for Cleveland to hang in this. It's a very narrow path for the Browns. I like New England laying 7. I have that in a parlay with Cincinnati money line and Tampa money line. I know 7 is a lot of points, even at home, but I don't buy this Cleveland team. I just don't. I think New England knows that Quinshon Judkins is the key to this offense, and they're going to do everything they can to stop him, force Dylan Gabriel to beat them through the air. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that this is a funny line because we are waiting for the time for the New England Patriots to be overvalued in the market, but I'm not really seeing like anything that suggests they are overvalued, especially against the Browns, who have been a pretty terrible team vertically, right? Like the Browns have been able to win games, but with Dylan Gabriel under there, they're not much of a vertical threat. And I'm not even just talking about with the Dolphins, right? That's kind of unfair in the game that they played, but it's a hard game for me. Pass. I lean Patriots. I'm not even on a player prop perspective, but just give your shout outs to Quinshon Judkins because the dude's been absolutely phenomenal.
Yep.
His number's still in the 60-70 range. Not that I would play it at all. Maybe in this game, 7-point dog, I'd probably go Dylan Gabriel over 5.5 rushing yards. I just feel like it's a good opportunity for him to kind of make things happen. If the secondary of the Patriots can lock down, he's not really 100% sure of his vertical pass game. But I lean Patriots on the spread.
You sick little freak. I think so too. You went Dylan Gabriel, so that's why. No, dude, I think honestly, I really like I like the Patriots. They were one of my 2 favorite plays last week at Tennessee. I know there was some late buyback on the Titans. And there was a bit of a scare, but then, they kind of they turned up.
Yeah.
And I think that's New England's game right now. They are a team that honestly isn't super flashy, but they do a lot of the little things well. They're usually pretty disciplined, pretty fundamentally sound. So when that happens, I think, it's hard to beat a team like that. And
yeah.
I don't think Cleveland's up to that level yet. So we will find out here. Player props, not much in the way for me on this one. Okay, for the life of me, I can't figure out why Houston is a favorite. They moved from -1.5 to -2.5. Now they are just under 3 points. What am I missing? Like what am I missing that the Texans are a favorite? No Nico Collins, no Christian Kirk. Their number one is going to be Jaden Higgins. Is there something going on that I don't know about? This is either the biggest sharp spot or the biggest trap spot or the biggest free spot for San Francisco.
It's
I
weird.
don't understand it. I need you to explain to me why Houston has been getting this love. Like maybe sharps are on Houston. What is it about the Texans?
There's nothing that I like about the Texans. Defensively, they've become a lot better, but offensively, they're pretty poor. Missing weapons. And then the 49ers, yes, are missing weapons, but they've done a really good job kind of adapting to what they've been given. This Houston Texans team's not good either, which is really weird. I just can't figure out for the life of me why the Texans are favorite. It feels like the Colts game last week where Colts were a dog and everyone was like, you have to bet the Colts here.
Chargers.
I think we go ahead.
Well, everybody's on the Chargers. Like, oh, Chargers. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Is this like the Colts game last week where like me and you looked at each other? It's like wrong team favored. What are we missing that the Chargers are favored? in this spot. I think same thing applies to the Texans. Now, granted, like this is a lesser degree. Like the Colts are better than the 49ers and the Chargers are better than the Texans, but
Yeah.
it's the same concept. Is it that simple where it's like me and you were Colts underdogs? Why? Wrong team favored. Is this the same scenario?
I'm trying to figure out like what's the Texans' pathway to victory?
Run the ball.
Like, what do they think? I don't think they're going to run the ball effectively. And like the 49ers, even despite their injuries, their pass D's still been really good.
I don't get it, man. It's just their
We just
defense
take
has got
the
to make
Texans
some
and be
big
like,
plays.
I mean, do we take the 49ers and be like, if it bites us, it bites us? Like,
I think so. I think so. Listen, I can live with taking San Francisco because they have a lot more ways to victory today. And if they lose, it's say, oh, it's a square play. Maybe it's a square play, but sometimes the square plays win. I handicap wise, X's and O's, I don't see many paths to victory for Houston. Like this might be one of those things.
This is a 2-4 team too, bro. Like they're treating them like, and they're treating them like they have wins against good teams too. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where Houston's going to get this done. I mean, I imagine Dalton Schultz has a solid game. I think he's probably live to get in the end zone today. He's live to have like 60 yards. Woody Marks I think Woody Marks is close to taking over the backfield. This backfield is going to be Woody Marks's very soon. But I mean, other than that, I don't know. The Houston defense is probably going to make some turnovers, make some big plays. That's how they hang in there. I mean, listen, the thing is, I don't think San Francisco's that good. They're 5-2. They could easily be 2-5 right now. I'm not sitting here saying I think the 49ers are this dominant team. I think they got very lucky on a handful of games. Listen, they found a way to win when the other teams found a way to lose.
Yep.
But I'm still not of the belief that the 49ers are this championship level team at this point. But they're still a resilient team. They got dogs. I don't get it. I don't know why the 49ers are underdogs.
Man.
Right? Like this, it doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm taking San Francisco, and if they lose, they lose.
Yeah, I took San Francisco money line. It's just like Noel, Higgins, Schultz is your passing attack. And it's not like they can lean on a really good run game because we've been wanting more out of the tandem of Chubb and Woody, and it just hasn't been that.
This is either the biggest free spot or the biggest trap spot. I'm
100%.
And I can't wait.
I bet you it's pros versus Joes too. I bet you it's pros versus Joes.
Probably. It probably is. I need to hear somebody with like a legitimate opinion on why the Texans are going to win today and cover. I need to hear other than, oh, it's the sharp side, or other than, oh, there's sharps on it. Like a logical handicap breakdown. What is the analysis behind this game? Because I've been trying to figure it out for a full week. I don't know. But what I do know, National Tight Ends Day founder George Kittle, a.k.a. Big Dick Kittle.
Yep.
Tutty time? Dude, his tutty number has gotten steamed. It was basically 2-1. Now he's down to like 150.
Dude, yeah.
It's nuts, bro. Everybody's betting George Kittle. And remember this. On Tuesday, after he put up a goose, a literal goose on Sunday Night Football, I said, bro, he's setting up for it. Puts up a goose. Everybody bet him. Disappointed everybody. But then it's National Tight Ends Day next week. He's going to show out. Didn't I say that?
You did, bro.
And he's going to show out. He's going to show out. Kittle's scoring. Kittle's probably getting 60 yards. Kittle might get in twice. I mean, he is literally the founder of National Tight End Day. He's getting it. I don't care.
It sucks how much everyone loves National Tight End Day because like a lot of these guys you can't take straight, right? Like Tyler Warren's down to +105 to score a touchdown.
That's tough though.
What?
I said that's tough. Like Tyler Warren can easily get in, but the problem is if he doesn't get in and Indy builds a big lead, then he's done.
Plus
like,
105
for
anybody.
Yeah, I mean for a tight end, that's kind of Kittle's come down. He's 150.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. What if we did like a Kittle Schultz parlay? Ooh, baby.
You made me forget. I wanted to see the number. I mean,
how about a Schultz Kittle Tutty parlay? Each of them get 50.
I want to see. You made me remember. I wanted to see what Noel's line was going to be for this game. 36. Excuse me.
Oh.
36 and a half. Opened at 30. We can get 31 right now. Coming off 7 targets. Man, I don't like that freaking parlay. I don't want to bet fucking Dalton Schultz.
Come on, he's gonna score today. He's gonna score today, brother. I'm telling you. Kittle, Schultz, anytime tuds, 50 yards apiece. Come on now. Come on, kid. Here we go. 972. It's not that much, to be honest. 4 legs, 972. I don't know. Nah. Okay. Yeah, I like San Francisco. I think Kittle's going nuts today. George Kittle's going to be signature Big Dick Kittle on National Tight Ends Day. He killed everybody last week, and he's going nuts this week. I feel it.
How are the Texans against tight ends either? I can't even remember that. How 37 and a half per game.
Have they really played any? What's the?
I don't think they played any premier tight ends yet.
Houston's usually pretty good against tight ends. Yeah, they're solid, but
sometimes, they didn't play against any premier tight ends.
Yeah, but also sometimes you just got to say my guy's better than yours.
Yep.
This is George Kittle's day. Like this is his day. He's. I don't. Everybody's going to be on George Kittle to score. I don't care. I think he's getting in. And San Francisco knows it too. I think they're going to make him a priority to get him the ball.
Dude, 82% of the snaps last week. Like, come on.
Yeah, he's in.
He's getting the ball.
He's getting the ball. George Kittle's getting in today. George Kittle's getting in today. All right, Miami, Atlanta. This was down from 7.5 to 6.5. It looks like Penix is probably going to sit today. Kirk Cousins getting back under center here. Drake London all of a sudden questionable. I have both of them on my fantasy team. I had to pick Kirk Cousins up, by the way, and I'm starting him today. Full point off the spread down. Does starting Cousins over Penix do anything for you spread-wise?
No. I think that this game is going to be won on the ground anyway. So, like, with this game being won on the ground, I just need someone to be able to move the sticks down a distance, and I think Kirk Cousins, a year removed from his Achilles injury, is going to be a lot more effective.
Yeah, I'd side with Atlanta here. Now inside 7. I think Bijan's going nuts. It's weird. His number was 88.5 rush. Yesterday, he got down to 87.5, and then there was some like steam this morning that's 91.5. I think Bijan's going nuts today. I'm probably going to have some Bijan overs. I don't know. I think time's ticking for Miami. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest.
I just found a Jaden Higgins. Oh, crap. I don't want Higgins. God dang it. I almost messed that up.
You're on the wrong game here.
I know. I was trying to get this Noel bet in, and I just saw the line. I was like, wow, this line's really low. All right. My bad. Sorry for being a distracting.
You are being distracted. You're being a nuisance. I don't like it. Find a way to fix yourself for me. All right. Bijan, 91.5. I mean, look, man, I think a lot of people are going to be in the overs today. Bijan's going against the worst run defense in football right now. I think he's going nuts. I think it's over. 30 touches. I think he's getting 150 yards total. I think he's probably clearing a $110 rush. Like, I think this is a Bijan day. I think Atlanta should cover the 6.5. I mean, look, man, I tried to, like, I don't think their defense is as good as what they've shown on paper. They finally seem like they might have, like, a dominant, not dominant, but a solid pass rush for the first time in over fucking 10 years. But I think there's still some issues on their defense. Luckily, Tua is terrible. Tua is like the president of Cuck Nation right now. There's no way I'm betting Tua, even at 6.5 on the road. I think the only guy to bet here for Miami is probably Devon Achane. Maybe something along the lines of receptions, because that's really what they gravitate towards for receiving yards. Achane 4.5 catches to get 31.5 receiving yards. I think that's pretty good. I think they're going to be doing a lot of that, especially if they're playing from behind. It's going to be a lot of quick stuff to Devon Achane in this one. What say you?
Yeah, I'm heavy on Bijan. I don't really care about the spread as much. I did parlay a little bit of Atlanta money line, but it's really tough for me to get super, super excited about anything spread wise. Big number, new quarterback underneath, but I don't trust the Dolphins. But this could be like an I quit game for Miami, right? Like the pass rush for the Atlanta Falcons is so good. Their pass D as a whole is so good. It's like, I don't know if I want any part of it.
Yeah. I think I'd probably lean Atlanta here. Again, this is more of a prop day for me. I don't like the spreads. I think it's just bad teams. There's maybe like 2 or 3 spreads outright that I take. I don't love it, but I think Bijan, Achane, they're going to have good games. Anything like Kyle Pitts for national tight end today? I think he got a 2.
Yeah, I think Kyle Pitts has a good day. I would have been more happy with Kyle Pitts with Penny because he's been looking his way. What's his number at? I don't even know what his number is at.
For what?
For receiving yards?
46.5.
His number is about 42 to 46, 48 anyway. Yeah, it's about on his number.
What's his game log? What's his game log here of recent weeks? 62 against San Fran last week, 18 the week before, 70 the week before, 39 the week before, 37 the week before, 59 the week before. I mean, he's been okay. He only got 1 tutty. Do we think he gets in today?
Yeah. I think Drake London gets in, but
if he plays.
Yeah, if he plays. No, he's out actually, right? No, he's in. He's in.
Is he definitely in? I know he's I know London's dealing with the injury. I got him on my fantasy.
Yeah, I think he's in. I don't
know. They're not even offering him on FanDuel. They're probably waiting.
Yeah, they're probably waiting. I put him in my flex just in case I can move him out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Lundy's playing or not.
What was the last I heard of him? Freaking
the hit.
I literally tried to avoid this game like the freaking plague.
Yeah, could be nuts. All right, let's keep it rolling here. Giants Eagles rematch for a few weeks ago where the Eagles got their asses beat. Do the Eagles exact a little revenge on the Giants here, fresh off one of the worst collapses in modern NFL history?
Yes. I think wait, I don't know what your question was. I thought you were asking if the Eagles cover the game, and I was
I said that the Eagles exact a little revenge.
Yes, they do. Because remember that game, dude, like the Eagles were balling those first few drives and it just fell flat, but they need to get the run game going. The Giants are not a good run defense. If you can't run the ball, you're not going to have success. And maybe it's an injury to Saquon Barkley. Maybe it's not. It has not been very good for this Philadelphia Eagles run game. I think they need to get it going. They did come out to say that AJ Brown won't be traded at the trade deadline, so that could be a good little.
He won't be.
Won't be. Came out and said that.
I think he's going to be traded. They always do that. Whenever somebody's going to get traded, they come out and say, no, we're not trading him. Watch, and like a week or two, AJ Brown's going to be traded to.
I don't think they can afford to trade AJ Brown.
He's going to be traded to the Chiefs or somebody.
They have to keep AJ Brown. And I think that's just going to be better mojo for the locker room.
I think the Rams have shown the salary cap is a myth.
I like I like the Eagles to get the job done. I like them to cover. We've seen the highs and the lows of a rookie quarterback, right? Especially Jackson Dart, who wasn't super NFL ready, has shown that doesn't matter when you're an absolute baller. But for me, I'm liking the Eagles here. I don't have any props in this game, I don't think. I was gonna take Jackson Dart rushing yards. Eagles have the top 3 in scramble percentage to quarterbacks. Not super high on yards, but dude, Jackson Dart's rush yards have gone all the way up into the 40s.
It's a lot. That's a lot. This line's gone up a lot. This line's gone up, I think, a full point. It's 7 on DK, minus 118. I think I probably side with Philly here. I like the Giants last week against Denver, getting 7.5. I like them against the Eagles. Like I like what the Giants have. I just think Philly is going to come out like they got pissed on because they did. I think like it's not just a divisional game. Like Philly's, this is like a tone setter, an attitude adjustment that they need. That their little brother beat the shit out of them on prime time a few weeks ago. This is one of those games where Philly's like, no. We gotta beat that ass. We gotta show them who the big dog is in this division. I think AJ Brown being out obviously changes a few things here. This might be a bigger game for Dallas Goedert, National Tight End Day. Saquon Barkley
score a touchdown. I just keep going back to like thinking that this freaking team is going to run the shit out of the ball. They have to get the ground game going, right?
At some point. I don't know. I think I'd lean Philly here. I think I'd lean Philly even without AJ Brown.
Yeah.
7 points. Remember to shop around, but I don't know, man. I just think this is a tough spot for the Giants. And look, I think mentally they're tough. Like after losing that game at Denver, that's a game they win 99 out of 100. You have 33 points in the fourth quarter. That's unheard of. That's painful. That's a game that either breaks you mentally or like that really pisses you off to come back. I think with Dart and Scat, I think the Giants are mentally tough, but that is a tough thing to just immediately bounce back from the next week. Plus, you have a Philly team that's looking to beat that ass. I think Philly -7 on DK is probably where I'd look.
Yeah.
All right, Brad. This is a game that is sort of in the way of big time revenge. But why is Tampa Bay? They're coming down from 4.5 to 3.5. People are buying the Saints. Are you buying the Saints on the spread? Or is this a full go Tampa Bay Baker big balls on the table spot?
Dude, I like the Bucks, but I'm actually not going to be on the Bucks this week because I'm really concerned that Baker actually is carrying some injury with him. And that alone leaves me away. He had some location issues last week, which we typically don't see a lot from Mr. Bake, right? We don't see that frequently, but I just feel like it's a situation where I don't want to test that. I don't want to, after what happened last week, I don't want to be the guy to be like, yeah, that's absolutely right. Baker is hurt and I did nothing. Right. So
I think Baker's just banged up. The offensive line's been a problem and they've managed to avoid it. Detroit definitely brought it to him from the opening snap. I think honestly though, Baker Mayfield, and look, he didn't play well. He sailed a lot of throws. He was missing a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the game, like the pass rush was just every single play, and he just felt like he had to get it out, and he was breaking down on his mechanics, and he was compromising, and that's probably what led to it. That's not who he is. He's not a guy that's mechanically unsound. He doesn't miss those plays a lot. I think it was just the compounded pressure that Detroit was getting all night long. And we see like quarterbacks, their internal clock speed up, and then they do what they can to just get the ball out of there. I know New Orleans has played tough at home this year. You know, they're not a good team, but they're competitive. Like there's a difference between being a bad team and a bad team that's actually competitive. New Orleans is the latter. They have individual talent. Talk about this every week. But I think Tampa Bay off that loss, like that's not just a loss in the score sheet, but that is a loss that like you got bullied. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that you got to rinse right away. Be like, hey, we got to get back on track here. You know,
I'm afraid about the Bucks from a player props perspective too, bro. Because do you hear that nonsense that saying they need to get the run game going? That just scares me. They haven't. I mean, it's a big difference. Like when you're running the ball with Bucky or you're running the ball with the combo of White and Sean Tucker. You know.
Well, they said they wanted Tucker to get more touches. I took Ibuka and I don't know why I did it, but I took Ibuka in two different parlays, 180 yards, 190 yards. Because I felt like with Mike Evans being done, Godwin's in, so you can't, and Tez Johnson's starting to come on. You can't double Ibuka. You could, but you're going to leave Godwin open. You're going to leave Tez open, Kate Otten. There's other guys that can make plays. Now, I feel like Ibuka really hasn't popped since he came back. Like he's been quiet the last few weeks. He missed the game, and you know he's had a couple quiet games. I think Ibuka is gonna pop here today.
You know it's crazy. Ibuka had over 50 yards, and Baker missed him like 1,000 times, and he was running at 50%. Like that shows you how freaking good he is. You know, he's a freaking stud. I'm gonna go on with you. I'm gonna take Ibuka receiving yards over. I will take Sean Tucker as well, rushing yards. I just feel like they're gonna hammer him, like give him like 8 touches. It's a lot to get double digit. What he needs to get like 15 rushing yards. I'll take that as well.
Wait, who are we talking about? Tucker?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, look, New Orleans on paper will probably line up as one of the better defenses against wide receivers, but that's because they haven't played anybody. The best receiver they played was JSN. JSN cooked them for like 96 yards in 2.5 quarters. JSN would have had $150 if the game script didn't get out of hand and JSN didn't sit the fourth quarter. Like, Marvin Harrison had a solid game, 71 against them. So, this is still the issue where like we're 7 weeks into the season right now. So some of these sample sizes are a little small. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's important to also break down game by game. Like if you look at what New Orleans did, they haven't really played any top receivers outside of JSN. Marv, they played. I mean, Marv isn't really a top receiver. They played against the Bears, but we know, the Bears really went run heavy. So that's a little misleading.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears ran the ball 40 times last week.
They did. It was just a brilliance of domination.
So it's not like the New Orleans secondary is that good.
Yeah.
Because they can get toast. Ibuka is a guy that can toast. So I think Ibuka is gonna have a nice day today. I think Baker is gonna find Ibuka. I like Tampa. I would take Tampa to cover. I think this is one of those games mentally like they need to come out and put bell to ass because you can't. It's not like I said, just the loss on the scoreboard. That is a mental thing where Detroit pushed you around, and Tampa's not the type of team that's going to allow somebody to push them around and then they're not going to do anything about it. I think they're going to take out some frustrations on New Orleans.
I agree.
All right, Tennessee, Indianapolis, 14.5 points. This has pretty much stayed put. This is a big number, dude. This is a very big, big number. I mean, I think the only way Tennessee covers this is if Indianapolis takes their foot off the gas. They come in sleepwalking, sort of like they did against Arizona. That's the only way. I don't love anything. I mean, you got Jonathan Taylor, who's north of minus 400 to score. That's college stuff. Those are college number anytime tutties.
Insane, bro.
His rush total's 100 yards. Is that not crazy?
It's insane.
It's literally insane. Like I gotta be honest. I think I would take like a Mir Abdullah rush Amir Abdullah Tutty plus 340, because if this score gets out of hand, Abdullah is probably going to get a quarter and a half of worth of work. I think Tajay Spears is good in this one. I think, honestly, I'd probably look at Tajay Spears over 14 and a half receiving yards. A lot of checkdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have anything. I
don't have anything for this game, dude. Like, sometimes I just feel personally like I'm like, these 14 and a half point spots, the only things I want to do are like look at backups.
Yeah. Abdullah, Tajay Spears, it's really it.
Yeah, it's just
brutal day.
What a brutal game. The slate's actually not that great this week.
No, it's terrible. It's awful. Dallas at Denver is a solid matchup, though. 3.5 here. What are you thinking on Dallas Denver?
This should be the week the Denver Broncos play well.
Yeah.
But what are they waiting for?
Mm.
It's week in and week out where they have to wait till the fourth quarter to try to turn it on, and that's just not sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
But this secondary of the Cowboys, this actually defense of the Cowboys is putrid.
Now they're facing like 5 injuries in the secondary.
Yeah, it just gets, and you know what's funny? It's like with the Cowboys is they'll get one player back on defense that's healthy and then lose a player the next game, like an impact player. I like the Broncos team total. It's already a high game, so you're already paying for this to be high scoring, which I just undoubtedly know it will be. But the Broncos to score at least 4 touchdowns or 28 points is like 27 and a half is minus money, like minus 110. So I think that's pretty good.
I think this is a big player props game. I think Cortland Sutton's going to have a big one. His number is 62 and a half. I think he's going way over. I think Sutton's pushing a 100 piece. There is no healthy backs in the Dallas secondary. None. Like, they are cooked. Sutton, I think Sutton can have a big day. I mean, look, I think one of Troy Franklin or Marvin Mims is going to get one of those like 65 yards.
One of them, but you don't know which one.
You don't know which one.
So annoying.
Javonte Will, revenge game, 62.5 yards. I think Javonte Williams is getting in the end zone. I think he's probably over 62.5. I think that's good. Jake Ferguson to get in. It's light. It's plus 130. That's light, but I think Ferguson's going to get in here. This Denver D is honestly been a disappointment. Hasn't been that good. Denver D, I think Ferguson can get in. Yeah. I think Denver's going to win this game and cover. I think Denver home 3.5. Look, this is a team that I thought was going to be really good coming into the year, and that they haven't been. They've kind of just dicked around for most of these games.
Yeah.
But I think it's coming at some point. I think it's happening at some point. I think Javonte, Ferguson, Sutton are all getting in. I like the yards over for Javonte and Sutton as well. Okay. 2 more games. Green Bay -3 at Pittsburgh. Revenge game for Aaron Rodgers. Do you think the Steelers off the bye get this one done? Or they're not off the bye? I don't think, actually.
Not off the bye, but I do think the Steelers get this done. I think that primetime Pittsburgh, the Steelers wanted a significant quarterback for so long. And the fact that the Aaron Rodgers is playing at the level he is, and they want him back again next year against their rival in primetime, just makes me feel like, man, I gotta get some of this. I gotta get some of this. If you're the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, the Packers have been lackluster, but their pass rush has been super good. Outside of that, they've been a lackluster team. I have a slight lean towards the Steelers, but they invent ways to play themselves out of games or make it more difficult than they should. So I'm staying off. I like Tucker Kraft to get in the end zone. He's around plus 145. I like that, even though it's not, even though it is national, whatever day, national
there.
tight end day. Yeah.
I like Kraft to get in the end zone. I like Rodgers over 1.5 pass tutties. Only minus 116. I think Green Bay is going to end up winning this game, but it's not strong because, like, Green Bay is a team that could be so much better. Like, their pass rush has been good. Their secondary has not been good.
Yeah.
Their offense just kind of plays themselves out of it. They go in these lull periods. It doesn't help they don't have legitimate receivers. I mean, Kraft's their best pass catcher. Christian Watson's might be activated for this game, but I mean, can't really rely on that. They don't have any legitimate number one wide receiver. Like, Romeo Dobbs is not a number one. Matthew Golden is not a number one. Rely on Josh Jacobs on the ground. I think he could have a good game in this one. But, look, I trust Jordan Love. I think their defense is pretty good. I think it's like two teams that probably aren't as good as they show on paper. I think I'd probably lean Green Bay, but I think Rodgers is going to get 2 touchdowns in revenge spot. He might get 3, actually.
Yeah.
I think Kraft's getting in as well. I mean, it's going to be a big one. I have
Tucker Kraft parlay.
Yeah. I have Tucker Kraft in a parlay here this week. Okay, last game. Monday night, Washington, Kansas City, 11.5. Looks like Marcus Mariota is in, while Jaden Daniels is nursing an injury. This is a big number in prime time. But Kansas City might cover this. Rashee Rice is back, dude. He's so back.
He's back. 3 touchdowns. He went under his rec yards. Remember that? We talked about his rec yards, and you were like, he's for sure getting in the end zone.
Yeah.
He basically told us. He basically told me and you exactly what he was going to do. And I didn't bet it. I didn't bet any of it. I think I took his touchdown. But, like, I should have taken his rec yards and parlayed it. Rec yards under parlay with a touchdown. It was so obvious. Like, damn. Commanders suck. They're going to be out with Jalen Daniels, too. Big number. Chiefs don't normally cover big numbers, but they look damn good last week. Looked damn good the week before that. We looked damn good the week before that.
Yeah, I don't know if I have an opinion yet because it is a big number. Washington, I think, is getting Terry back. They got Debo. I think I might lean Commanders 11.5 early on Sunday morning. I think Kelsey's getting in the end zone, National Tight Ends Day. Rashee Rice is getting in the end zone. I think I probably go Rashee Rice catches. A lot of stuff here. Pretty good. All right, Brad, it is indeed National Tight Ends Day. Let's talk about maybe some of the parlays we're doing with yards or catches or tutties for National Tight Ends Day.
All right, let's do this. All right. Should we do touchdowns or yards first?
Touchdowns. People want touchdowns. People hear about touchdowns.
Okay, my for sure's. I'm going to give you – I keep playing with my freaking finger, bro. It's got a fucking cut on it. I don't know why I like pain, but now it freaking hurts. I don't know why I keep rubbing it. All right. What a stupid-ass injury. I can't freaking go pump iron because I cut myself with a freaking knife. So soft. All right. Anyways, my for sure touchdown scorers that I like. Fergie. Tucker.
Dobbins is getting in. Is that Ben? Oh, my boy Ben. President of Cuck Nation right here, Ben Dobbins, J.K. Dobbins. Cuck Nation, baby. All right. J.K. Dobbins? Dobby's getting in. All right. You got Fergie. You got Kraft. Who else you got?
I'm going Fergie, Kraft.
As
my for sure's. And I'm doing it. I'm going with freaking Warren. I just feel like
Tyler,
they're gonna score so many freaking points.
I got a 4-legger locked in already. Fergie, Kraft, Kincaid.
I took Kincaid. I took all the tight ends in different ways, to be honest.
Big Dick Kittle.
Georgie boy.
I got Big Dick Kittle in my four-legger here.
Okay.
I got a couple with like Kincaid 50 yards. I haven't put in a ton of other tight end stuff yet. Let me ask you though, do you think? I mean, we could put Kelsey in. We could put Travis Kelsey in for tomorrow. I think Kelsey's getting in. Kelsey's getting in. That's just tomorrow. I mean, the riskier ones, but it's solid. Is Noah Fant.
I took Noah Fant in one. I just feel like I don't want to go overboard when I've already gone a little overboard. I have like 3 units tied in parlays.
Noah Fant. Gotti could rip today. Dallas Goedert's going to get a lot of them targets.
Yeah.
Against the Giants. I think Dallas Goedert's probably getting in today. That's a solid look, Bradford.
Goddard, yeah.
Dalton Schultz could get in. I like it all the tight ends today.
I think Goddard. I think this is a good parlay. Goddard, Fergie, because these are good numbers too. Goddard, Fergie, another bigger price. Goddard, Fergie. I want like plus 160 or better. Goddard, Fergie. Why haven't we talked about Hunter Henry?
Patriots against the Browns. That's solid. I don't know. Hunter Henry could get in, but I just don't like the decreased usage in the red zone.
Yeah.
He's not getting the threes lately. Yeah. Austin Hooper.
What about Goddard, Fergie, Kincaid?
What about Big Dick Kittle?
No, I want someone higher than plus 160, I was saying.
Kittle's 150, so.
Yeah, that's under 150.
Barkley got Mills putting in Barkley. Is Saquon getting in? Is Saquon free today, guys?
Listen.
Is Saquon free today?
Run the ball effectively. I told you they're going to run the ball a ton today.
Saquon's minus 145. Saquon's 145. Maybe. Saquon could be free today. I hate taking Saquon tutties though because you get Jalen Hurts that fucking does this
freaking
little tush push at the one, and it's just
shit drives me nuts.
You get cucked at the one.
That shit drives me nuts, bro.
It drives me nuts. That's why I hate taking Barkley tutties. And you're paying like damn near minus 150 for it. I'm gonna literally take these two out for like all they're doing. If you could see the comments, all they're doing is talking about Barkley. Oh my god. All right, let's see. How about this? How about this little outside of the tight end sitch? See what this looks like on the books here. You ready for this?
Wait. Let's bring this up real quick.
Okay. What do
you know who's due for a touchdown?
Who's due?
Rome
Daddy?
He's due for a touchdown against the Ravens, second worst secondary in the NFL.
Rome Daddy. That's solid. We're so concentrating on tight ends today because of the day, but
I know it's freaking my brain up.
Rome Daddy
me up big time.
Oh, I love Rome Daddy. That's my boy. Look, let's see what the comments here. We got it. Ask Brad if he likes Golden. Do you like Golden?
Yeah, Golden started his come out party. But this is I just think it's gonna be another slow scoring game. Steelers aren't really explosive, and so like for me, Golden's probably gonna have like 3 to 4 targets. He's gonna need to catch one of those 20+ variety, and so I kind of just tend to stay away. But listen, if this means anything, I am starting Matthew Golden in fantasy this week, so I think that he's close to that massive explosion game. He's so close, right? Remember, he had 150 receiving yards in the college football playoffs, right? Like he has that capability. It's just about getting him the ball effectively. And
I think Ibuka's going to have a big E today. Javonte, Sutton. Bijan's going to go nuts, I think. I think Bijan's going to have a huge day.
Bijan, minus 280 to score a touchdown.
I think Bijan's going nuts. What do you think about this 4-legger for the boys one time?
Hit me.
Bijan 110 rush. James Cook 80 rush. King Henry 70 rush. Justin Fields 80 rush. A little 4-leg action.
Oh, that's sexy.
It's 54-14 on FanDuel. You feeling that?
Yeah, that's fun.
You want to throw that in? See what the odds are on Hard Rock or
God, that's type it in the chat. Hard Rock is fucking ass.
so ass. Hard Rock's A&T, baby. Ass and titties.
All right, here we go.
Bijan 110 rush. Let's do Cook.
Oh, they got it working again.
80 rush. Let's do King 70 rush.
Bijan has to be 100. It can't do 110.
No, I want 110.
Can't do that on Hard Rock.
Dude, Hard Rock sucks. What about Bovada? Fields is obviously the risky business here with 80 rush. But
I can't build this on Bovada right now.
70.
I'm in the process of building something on Bovada, so I can't add anything to my. Actually, let me just see if I can open a different browser. Let's see what happens. I'll open a different browser and see what happens.
I'm just curious what the odds are because it's like 54,
Yeah.
5, 4, 1, 4. Yeah, 54, 1, 4.
It's taking forever. Holy crap, Bovada. Dude, Bovada's been like this recently, where like the startup has been pretty bad. Loading.
I think Fields could have a big day. I think Fields' longest rush is like 14 and a half. I think that's light.
I think it's light.
I think that's light, buddy. That's hella light.
See, bro, freaking Hard Rock is such a joke. They're like, oh, we have this new technology where you can just type the player's name in, but it doesn't work for every player. And so it's like, dude, what the heck? It was just like, what was the point of that? You know?
It's Cuck Nation.
All right, rushing.
It's my new favorite word, by the way. Cuck. Oh.
Who's King?
King Henry, excuse you. Wow. You asked me who the king is? King
Henry. Like, who the hell is King? And I'm like, yo, listen.
King Henry, excuse you.
I know like almost every player on every single roster, and I'm just like, there's got to be someone new that's starting their first game, but then I know all the college players too.
Excuse you.
That really threw me off. All right.
Find a way to fix yourself for me.
I can do 65. Let's see. All right. Well,
65 what?
For King.
On Hard Rock? Dude, Hard Rock sucks. Oh my God. Hard Rock's dog shit, bro. Ugh, I hate that shit. Dead ass. I hate it. Hard Rock is awful. What do you do most tight end receiving yards today?
Kittle.
Think Kittle, 7-1?
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz, man.
He has no burst, though.
Schultz? Yeah, I know, but
it would just have to be like 10,000 targets for him to.
I mean, he might. You see who they're throwing to today? He might get 15 targets. A bunch of underneaths.
The parlay is 38-1.
54-1 on. Oh my God, what a disgrace! What is it on Bovada?
Dude, it's taking me forever to load Bovada. I can't even, like, it says, my screen says, oops, something went wrong.
Cuck.
Oh, all right, we're up. All right, let's see what happens.
Kincaid's 13-1 today. They got solid. I think Kincaid 13-1 solid.
Yeah, basically what I'm going to do is after this show, I'm going to take like 10 seconds, decompress, forget all about tight ends, and just go back and do my swag. Because like sometimes you get caught up in narratives. Like narratives are fun, but
yeah, you get caught up.
All right, let's see. Cook.
Oh.
John Robinson.
110 piece for Beej. Bijan's going to raw dog the Miami defense. That's facts. That's facts.
And then Fields 80 plus is plus 500 alone.
I know it's big, but I mean, you could take 70. No. It's just if they're trailing, he might run a lot. I don't know what the injury status is, but
80.
Miami literally has the worst defense against
45-1 on Bovada.
Oh my God. I might just do it on FanDuel separately at 54. It's crazy, man. Crazy. It's like a $10 play. Like, yeah, 15. 15-1-8-12. Possible. All right, Brad. Anything else before we skedaddle?
Nah, man, it's been fun.
It's been fun today. Yeah, we got a lot of tight ends. Take the tight ends. Take them straight. But we appreciate everybody's time this morning, spending your Sunday morning. Best of luck this week. We will be back on Wednesday. Everybody, count some winners this week. Best of luck.